Hi everyone, welcome to Brody's 11th week update. This week Brody turned 11. I posted Brody's welcome video kind of late because when I grabbed him from the shelter last Saturday, I was really sick, and I didn't get to post anything, or I was doing the bare minimum. Still have some phlegm. But I just decided to grab him from the shelter because he was alone, and I do have such a soft spot for just loner puppies in the shelter. Usually they come with for the shelter that I work with, usually puppies come in pairs or threes or a litter. He was by himself, felt kind of bad, so that's why I went and got him. So I brought him back last Saturday, and this is his 1 week update with me. He's 11 weeks this week. We just went on Thursday to get him rechecked out and also his second round of booster shots. So I'm going to go over his medical stuff. So Brody has gained almost 1 pound in 1 week. He now is, sorry, I wrote all of this down because I'm scientific. He right now is 7.3 pounds. When I got him, he was 6.5 pounds, so he's gained quite a lot of weight. His appetite is still not there because he has an upper respiratory infection. He was brought into the shelter April 4th, and when I took him out of the shelter, it was April 12th. So he had all that time to catch an upper respiratory infection and have the symptoms kind of show. With an upper respiratory infection in dogs, you don't know that they have it until 7 to 14 days later, kind of like COVID. So when I brought him home the very next day, he showed really bad symptoms of an upper respiratory infection. So the earliest I can schedule him was on Thursday for him to get his medication. When I brought him home, he was on clavamoxin, which is a kind of lighter antibiotic. So he was already on antibiotics, so he was good until I could get him back to the vet to get a stronger dose. Usually for clavamoxin, they use it for more skin issues, which I'll go over after his upper respiratory infection. But I brought him back to the vet and then was given 2 weeks worth of doxycycline, which is a stronger antibiotic. It's a better antibiotic to treat an upper respiratory infection. He is due back next week for an update and also to reweigh him and redose his medicine. So usually what happens with medicine like this in a growing puppy, since he's growing at such an exponential rate, the medicine right now that he's taking is going to work really well, and then it's going to start to taper off once he gets bigger. So taking him in next Thursday will help. They'll redose him to get him to the right dosage so he can continue his healing. Obviously, after a 2 week round of antibiotics, if he's still showing signs of an upper respiratory infection, we obviously will continue to redose him and continue on his antibiotics until he's fully recovered from his upper respiratory infection. He, unlike a lot of my other puppy fosters, his upper respiratory infection is actually very severe. The strand that he caught, he is having a hard time breathing. His nose is clogged up. He's kind of sneezing and spitting out giant green globs of snot. So he is currently recovering from that. And with the upper respiratory infection that he has, it's kind of, he's kind of lost his appetite. So his appetite isn't at a 100%. From a scale of 1 to 10, how, you know how puppies eat. They just swallow everything up. He's actually, so let's call that a 10. Right now he's eating at around a 5 or even a 4. Food is readily available for him to pick at, but he'll eat at it a little and then he'll walk away, mainly because he just doesn't have the appetite. His energy level because of the upper respiratory infection, is also kind of at a 3 and a 4. Like, he has like spurts of energy, which is what he's showing right here. But he sleeps for probably 70% of the day. Like, after I make this video and he's doing this, he will most likely go to sleep. He does have trouble breathing, so he actually sleeps like on like my head pillow at night, but he's like kind of elevated so he can like breathe in. But I think by, I want to say Tuesday, he would be he'll be much better, and he'll be able to breathe a lot better, so he will regain his energy. A lot of questions on whether Zeus or Monkey will get this the infection, since it is like airborne. Zeus and both Monkey are vaccinated. Extra, it's like the Bordetella vaccine, and they also get vaccinated for dog influenza as well. So I'm never really like concerned that they're going to get it. And they also have like a way more robust and healthier immune system than my puppies do. And also, like, puppies getting an upper respiratory infection in the shelter is so common, because you have like hundreds and hundreds of dogs with the same like infection just kind of floating in the air. So it's like inevitable that he gets it. So Zeus. Now I'm going to talk about his skin, because that's actually the reason why he's in foster care. His skin is ridiculously itchy right now. Here is his back. Show everyone your back, baby. He's lost more hair, but it's one of those things where it has to get worse before it can get better. But he lost hair there, and he also has like this big spot up here that he is growing back. There is little spots of hair missing from his from his like neck, like right here where I'm scratching, but that's also growing back. He is insanely itchy. Like right here, you can see he's enjoying his scratch. He's insanely itchy everywhere. His skin's flaky. They did a skin scrape on his back. There's like a scab here. I'm going to show you guys. There is like a whole like red scab on his back, because we did a skin, sit here. We did a skin scrape just to rule out mange and Demodex again, and he doesn't have it. When I first brought this little guy home, he was really scared and terrified of humans. He is getting so much better at that. Stop it. He's getting so much better at that. He's met 5 people so far, and every single person that he's met, like he gets more and more excited. Like after like the initial shock of Tanya, my dog walker, who scared the S out of him. He just met like 2 people yesterday. I invited 2 of my friends over, and he came out of his room. First, he was kind of scared because of the commotion at the door, and he runs back inside of his room. But he actually, this time, is new. He ran out with his tail wagging, like ready to meet new people. So he can only get like more and more social as the day goes by. So I'm really excited for him and his journey to being social. He does have a little of a biting problem, but this is actually really normal with singular puppies that don't have a mate. They don't have anyone to socialize with. Obviously, like it would be really ideal if the shelter called me and asked me if I could take in another puppy to kind of socialize them both. But considering the fact that he has a really bad upper respiratory infection, probably not, because what happens in the shelter is like the upper respiratory infections, they come in like different strands. So he caught a really serious strand. I don't think it's like the right move to bring in another puppy in here and have them kind of give each other whatever they're having, because like he can get an upper respiratory infection if it's a different strand. So I'm just, for his health and his safety, he'll be here by himself for the duration of his fostering journey with me. That basically wraps up his update. He also has another vet appointment next Thursday, so we're going to see what they say, how much he weighs, how he's doing, all of that stuff. Okay, cool. But that's it. Thank you guys for But that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching.